My name is Tomas Salas. I'm a senior diver at Penn. I'm the swim and dive team captain, and I'm a state caliber diver. I was inspired to start flipping in middle school, 6th grade, when I saw a kid do a backflip off of a set of bleachers. I was totally just in awe of what that flip in front of me looked like. It inspired me to go home immediately, start looking up videos so I could learn them myself, just to look awesome. As I continued learning flips, it was an awesome journey. I have plenty of videos from that time. I progressed so much throughout middle school that when going into high school, I wanted some way to compete with my flips. There was a couple options: gymnastics, just continue doing these backyard flips, or my dad was watching the Olympics and he said that I should try out for the dive team because my high school had a dive team. Going into the first diving practice, it was a bit scary, learning, like, obviously how it is, like learning like going to any new thing. But I brought a friend with me freshman year, Dominic, and we started learning flips immediately. He had been doing flips with me in middle school just a bit, and going into freshman and sophomore year, we progressed so much. We pushed each other to learn new dives. We flopped a lot, we flipped a lot. It was an awesome time. Throughout high school, from freshman to senior year, my passion for diving has only grown. I am 100% obsessed with the sport right now. I record every dive that I do in practice right now, and I go back and I watch it so that I can see what I can do to get better. A general practice for me is warming up for about 30 minutes. A big part of diving is dry land skills, so like stretches, modeling, takeoffs, ground flips, and then going onto the board and then warming up on the board, doing easy skills to warm up, get into those harder skills, and then getting into transitioning from easy to hard skills based on what category of dive I'm training. Throughout high school, there's been plenty of dual meets. This year I'm undefeated so far, planning to go undefeated all throughout this year. We have a solid chance to win state this year. I'm going to be training so hard to be the best diver I can be at the state tournament this year, but every diving meet before that, I am going to win this year, and I pride myself in that. I'm going to be taking pool records, school records. These are records that will be broken by me, Tomas Salas. In the past, the Northern Indiana Conference, which is a meet that goes on every year, it's an 11 dive meet. I have won 2 years in a row now, junior and sophomore year, and then freshman year I got 2nd place. It was the only year I didn't win. I've gotten a score of over 500 points in 11 dives, and my PR for a 6 dive meet is 300 points, which those are very notable scores in the world of diving. I have 2 practices a day. A lot of it is dry land work with belts and trampolines and dry boards, and a lot of it is also water practice where I'm on the boards practicing my dives. So since freshman year, I've wanted to be the best diver that Penn has ever seen. I want to take the school records, pool records, and so far I'm on track to do it. I've gotten the top diver award every single year so far, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and I'm going to be getting it again this year. Sophomore year I got most improved because of how hard I worked sophomore year. I got 15th in state sophomore year, 11th in state last year, and this year I'm gonna win it. I love doing flips. It's really fun. It's the most fun I have in my life. I wake up, I'm waiting to get onto the diving board. When I'm going to sleep, I think about the dives I'm gonna do the next day on the diving board. It's pretty much all I think about. Diving has had a humongous impact in my life. It has brought me complete passion and purpose. After high school, I want to pursue a career as a stuntman, and diving is 100% going to influence my movements and how my stunts look in the future. I'm going to IUPUI for college. I'm going on diving scholarship, so I have another 4 years after high school to dive. And that is super exciting for me. That this right now is just my halfway point. I think that the Olympic trials are 100% in the future for me, if not the Olympics.